There's also something I kind of had to think about. It was that song, the old Danzig song, Mother. Because this is an interesting time for the rise of the suburban mother, changing the way that politics is going now. And one of the things I wanted to touch on too was sort of an apology in a way, but also not exactly an apology. We had to do this. We knew what was happening, and we had to sort of force all of you to know what was happening. And I kind of got to apologize for that because you were all living in such a wonderful fantasy world. But we had to make it understood what these teachers were really doing because we knew. We were meeting these people. We were talking to these people. These people were saying it to our faces, but then not letting like the parents know what really they thought of them. And after a while, I know I was, as you all saw on this channel, as time went on, I kind of started getting a little sick of all these people playing up like, oh yeah, no, I love my students, and it's just, and then they would say these awful things about children and parents, and I'm just like, what? Okay, like what? Like, do you know how awesome it seems the kind of job you have compared to what hard labor is? But then I would just have to put it aside. Maybe there's something I don't really understand. I don't have one of those. I don't have a fancy degree in degreeing and fancification, so I don't understand. So I had to let you know these deviants were in your schools, and even more so that wherever you go now in the cities and the suburbs, that you had to know there's so many of your men are weak. This is really the part that doesn't feel good. You had to know your men would do nothing about the maniacs when they came. You had to know that. You had to be taught this lesson. That when the maniacs show up in your fucking town, the men will stand there and just fucking pretend like they're not there. You had to know that. That no matter whatever happens, at some point somebody could come for all your stuff and everything you did in life, just take it. And that your husband will stand there, your sons will stand there because they have been trained to be polite and to allow everything to get taken from them. You had to learn this. And it's not a wonderful lesson. It's one of these things from the outside, like looking at married people, look at all these people who are doing normal things. Be like, you will stand there and watch the maniacs take everything from you. And now it's going to happen until you fight back. And a bunch of you have. And that's everything. That's the whole game. The fact that you fought back at all is the whole game. Now the ball's in play. Now it's all in play. Now, what are you prepared to do when? That's what it is, mothers. This is no longer about the dads, no longer about the boys. You all have paralyzed. You've hogtied your men with politeness. Everybody's got to be polite, not make the women upset. Hogtied them. So now it's do you want complete victory? Do you want these people to admit what they did, admit what they did, what was wrong? That not only will they never do it again, but then you'll come up with a way that they can't ever again. They can never be involved with kids again. Can never be in charge of people again. They can never hold office again. All these kind of things for all these punishments for all these people who now you understand. They'll take your freedom. They'll just insist that they know what's best for you. How did a fly get in here? How? Oh well. There's bigger things to get upset about. Obviously, you could see from the outside, from the bachelor's point of view, wow, who knows how long I might live? God dang it, fly. Who knows how long I might live? But you have a legacy, and now you started to fight for it, and now it's a fight. Now you're going to be one of the boys. You're in the club now, Mom. You're in the club now. You're fighting for freedom. Now you're seeing there was always a larger battle, there was always a larger war raging. We were fighting a real enemy that practically sat in front of us unseen.